So this is the recipe I like to produce high body espresso shots. I prefer the lever profile because it has a better finish. It is less bitter in the finish, actually, when the pressure declines during the shot. So that is why I used the lever profile. As for the Pullman basket, it is my favorite basket that fits in your Belka portafilter. If I were able to use the uni basket, that's what I would have used. Otherwise, I used WDT. I can't remember if I used the Moonraker. I can't remember if it was out yet, but I used a pretty standard technique. WDT, probably either EG1 with core burrs or the key grinder. I can't remember which of the two I had used for that shot. Oh, and I forgot to mention the paper filters. I put a paper filter under the basket to even out the extraction, especially in traditional baskets that have a blind ring without holes around the bottom. So adding a paper filter allows to extract the edges a bit better, otherwise they are quite under extracted. It also allows you to grind a lot finer because it opens up the bottom of the puck, so it's more even and you can extract a bit higher. It has a small impact on body also. It does filter out some of the larger particles that would otherwise give a different experience in the body. I don't necessarily use the paper filters to affect body, but rather extraction. And the top paper filter doesn't affect extraction, it's just a bit cleaner. It's easier to clean and knock the puck out, and it doesn't send as much coffee on the shower screen of the espresso machine every time, so it's for convenience. Okay, so what I was mostly looking at in the Belka logs were the TDS curve and the pressure curve when available. There are some shots that I pulled on the descent, so I would compare the pressure curve to the TDS curve that the Belka gives me. So I was interested in seeing how it declines and whether there are bumps in the curve. So interestingly, there was one case where I had a bump in pressure that was followed by a bump in TDS, and I had interpreted that this might have been caused by something like a channel opening up. So coffee particles might have crumbled somewhere in the puck, liberating a path for the water to flow more freely, which then a second or so later generated a slightly lower TDS. So that's what I was mostly looking at. Also, just learning how the TDS progresses during different kinds of shots for by pure curiosity. Hey, I'm Jonathan Gagne. I'm the author of the book The Physics of Filter Coffee and the blog Coffee ad Astra. I'm a researcher in astrophysics at the Montreal Planetarium and the coffee geek in my spare time.